you all for coming to tonight's meeting. Before I forget, I talked to Rev Dave. Kathleen, Zach, please, the night of the 9th, please arrive by 6:15 so we can get started, so everybody can get assembled and get together and all that jazz. Yes, please arrive by 6:15 and I will start the meeting. Okay, I will open up the meeting. Lynn, I'll have you go first.
Wow, okay. Well, I have two areas. The first I'm going to talk about is post office accessibility. There are 26 post offices in Atlantic County. And in the last month, everyone has had a personal visit. So what I'm about to report isn't what someone remembers from 6 months ago. This is within 30 days. There is only one post office in Atlantic County that is wheelchair accessibility, unless the wheelchair has someone pushing it. And even then, there are some that have a double door, but one door is too small for a wheelchair. So you need to open one side and then run around and open the other just to get the person in. Another person reported that if the doors opened and someone was there with a wheelchair, they'd be knocked off the patio area in front of the door. So the only one is Landisville. They have a ramp up. You get in the wheelchair, you push the button, the door opens, and you're in for absolutely everything. And I don't think it should take a lot of time, but I'm asking the group's permission if we could perhaps, and I haven't contacted them without your permission, just do, I don't know, a little plaque, a certificate. I can see that it's gotten, and I'll, send you the writing or whatever, just to thank them for having that accessibility for the wheelchairs. But in the process, I've done a lot of research. ADA, the Americans with Disability Act, does not cover post offices. They are not under that requirement at all.
Interesting.
They are under the ABA, which is the Architectural Barriers Act. And I will be very brief, Jacob, but I want to read you what the instructions say. Automation of doors is not required by ABA standards, but it's highly recommended for entrance doors where the opening force is significant. A maximum opening force is not specified in our standards, but the closing force typically necessary for ensuring positive latch against wind loading, air pressure, and other conditions. This often results in opening forces well above the 5-pound maximum. Difficulty opening exterior wind doors is a common complaint. Automation offers the best solution. So none of our post offices are, if you will, in violation of anything, but I think it shows that Landisville has gone above and beyond what they're even required by law. So I think that information, if we could not diss anybody, but just acknowledge them, I'm hoping maybe their postmaster would come down and just have us thank them. I think the news media would pick up on it. And then again, with your permission, the county commissioners meet the Tuesday before our Monday accessibility meeting event. with your permission, I would like to go in person and invite them all. Tell them, our topic and whatever you want me to say, but I also want to say to them, and we are also thanking Landisville, and simply tell them that the ADA doesn't apply to post offices. I suspect they're going to be as shocked as I was when I heard it. And again, I think it's something the news media may pick up on. Now, we're not going to solve the problem, I know, but I just don't think people, well, I didn't know they weren't under ADA. I didn't know how many post offices didn't allow wheelchairs. I mean, I had no idea until Jacob said, hey, Lynn, I can't get in the Absecon post office. So that's when we started it. So with your permission, I'd like to contact Landisville and also go to the county commissioners to invite them and tell them.
Lynn, first, I agree with everything you said. Number two, what is the date of that meeting, please? Because I'm wondering if I could meet you there or something, or vice versa.
They meet, the county commissioners meet the first and third Mondays of every month.
So
it'd be June 3rd. They would be meeting at Stillwater in Northfield.
Oh, Stillwater, okay.
Our event is the following Monday, the 9th.
All right, I'll calendar that. And I'll
Well, let's hear if everyone else agrees. I mean, I don't want to do something you all don't want me to do.
No, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, so well, I have some.
Yep. Me too.
Yeah, I do as well.
I agree.
I think it might jar some other post offices in the area to maybe follow suit, and you never know.
Well,
Yeah.
even if it was a Ring doorbell.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I sent a picture to Jacob, I think, or I don't know, but I was down in Florida and the UPS office had this very simple, you just touched it like they do at like Kohl's or any of the stores. You touch it and it opens the door. That's all they would need.
But that wasn't the post office.
No, it was UPS. And it's ridiculous because the only handicap accessibility they have at the post office is a ramp to get up a wheelchair. You can't open the door.
Nope.
Exactly. And I can say, we have personally had people go to every post office in Atlantic County personally.
Yes.
And there's parts with that. Now, maybe Atlantic City, it wouldn't be an issue because they're so busy.
Yeah.
Someone would absolutely be there coming or going.
Right.
But some of the places I was.
Oh, that's how it all got started because I encountered somebody, a veteran at the post office who couldn't get in because he was sitting in a wheelchair.
Right, I remember.
Open the door for him.
Told me that. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
When I thought just came to my head about that, and I mentioned this to Barb, I guess it was maybe a month ago now. Is Landisville in Atlantic County or is it in Cumberland County? Because I looked at the map and I think it's right on the border. Anyone notice that too?
I kind of think it's in Cumberland, but I'm not sure.
Which Landisville is
Yeah.
absolutely an Atlantic County post office.
Really?
No
Really?
question.
All
I
right.
get that. No question.
A bad
It
thought.
wasn't that we were doubting you.
No, we weren't doubting you. I thought
I
the same
I
way.
thought the
Barb
same
did.
thing though. I think that get
And
Cumberland.
I went there purposely to make sure the person who had reported to me was saying it right. And it's in the middle of Landisville, downtown, in an old building. It's not, I pictured it out sort of rural, brand new building, and so they made it handicap accessible. It's not. So There's no doubt in my mind it's Atlantic County. I did that. And I will follow through as you've approved.
Okay, yeah, like I said, I was just checking because Barb and I had that conversation about a month ago. I remember it was,
Yeah.
I called you on a rainy Friday. It's amazing. I don't remember what I did yesterday, but I remember.
It's on the border, but
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
Do you think it would help to write to a congressman or something, or did we already do that?
well, I think, my opinion, Kim, is let's give them the shocking news. I think the news will pick up what we do. I think the commissioners will all go, what?
Yeah,
And then we can decide what to do next.
okay.
Let's not let the cat out of the bag ahead of time, in my opinion.
So you, in other words, you want to go to the newspaper or the news?
Be there. The news will be at the county commissioner meeting,
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you're talking about. Okay.
and often the news covers
Yeah, and when is that?
our event. We invite newspaper to our event.
I have a thought. I don't know if this will work, but around the same time as the forum, in that second week in June. Once again, I don't know if this will work. Lisa Johnson has arranged for me to meet Yuki. I wonder if there's a way we get him involved. I'm just been laying my sole thought with news media, that's all.
Well, Dan Grote, I've been in contact with, and he's done a phenomenal job of promoting our senior center. I think you've all seen the news stories. So again, I would think of inviting him to our session.
Then where's he from? I've never heard it.
So, I can do that also.
All right, whatever you'd like to do, it's fine with me. I don't mind.
Okay, and you want my next report too, Jacob?
Yeah, give you next one.
Last summer, Jacob went to the Ocean City Tabernacle and heard David Akers, the kicker for the Eagles when they won the Super Bowl, speak. And there is a great picture. And if I didn't have the light I do, I would have gotten it out to everybody ahead. But it's a picture of Jacob
What
and
did
David Akers.
Email.
And they talked, and David said to
Your email.
Jacob,
Do you have the email?
like to keep knowing about what was happening, with the
I'm not
accessibility.
hanging up.
Well, his handler, Greg Oliver, is a bit
It's
protective. And it was a lot of
Let me see if I can send it to you,
Conversations.
just in case. Are
But
you on your phone or on your iPad?
Mr. Oliver said that he and David agreed that he would videotape a
Wait a
3 to
minute.
5 minute welcome.
Go ahead,
for
I'm
this
sorry, I had
video
to put
coming
you
up.
on speaker.
That's all right.
Well, I contacted him, I guess about a week ago, and said, how's it coming? And he said, Lynn, I meant to get to you. It can't happen.
I know
Well,
I have to put.
Well,
I have to put
David
some
Akers
letters
phone
or-
in mid-April,
Wait a
and you
minute.
can look it up online. I did because I didn't believe him. Was hit by lightning.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my,
Whatever it hit in the attic started a huge fire. And so what wasn't destroyed in the fire was destroyed by the water
About a huge
that
fire.
the fire
Yeah,
company
it's really
used
talking.
to put out the fire. So, I mean, he's homeless. I don't know what they were able to salvage. I don't know if he was able to get his Super Bowl ring or not. So I was upset for us. So I asked Mr. Oliver, knowing that Mr. Akers' 2 messages from last summer are on YouTube. So I asked Mr. Oliver, would he have a problem with us taking clips from those messages and using them? He said that was fine. But the YouTubes are from Ocean City Tabernacle. So I called Ocean City Tabernacle
I might have it. Name it.
and
Is
I
it
said,
Jacob?
can we
Is it
take
JACKETTSJ
messages on YouTube?
FODA
And the administrator
Look
Gmail?
at the date.
Naima, you're
Uh,
on
Oh, I
speaker.
thought I put myself
But
on. I'm
yes,
sorry.
name
Excuse me.
that's me if she wants to.
the Ocean City Tabernacle said, use whatever you want from the messages. So I said to Jacob, all right, they're on YouTube. I can't volunteer to watch 2 hours of a message and figure out what to use. So we're hoping someone will have the time to listen to the message and have an idea what to cut and use. Meanwhile, I said to Mr. Oliver, do you think David Akers could at least write a note or send an email? And he didn't, but Mr. Oliver spoke to him. And Jacob, I sent that to you, where Mr. Oliver is speaking for Dave Akers. He wishes us the best. I think he ended up with the words Godspeed and whatever.
Yeah, Godspeed.
So we've got the picture of Jacob and David. We've got anything you want to use it as a clip that's on YouTube. And we've got an email that can be read, effectively what David Akers is saying about the night. So that's where we are with all that. I'm disappointed that it wasn't better, but Jacob knows it's the best I could put together given the situation.
All right, thank you.
Yes, thank
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. And, you know, you have to feel terrible. And when I said this to you via email, you just feel terrible because he's accumulated so much memorabilia and merchandise over his playing career, and now it's all now it's.
So all we need, if you're willing to go that route, is someone to hear the message. Jacob, you might even remember from when you were there, if there was a certain section or whatever you really, took to, that we could find it. I'm about as technologically challenged as a snail. So, but I know people can take YouTube and retape parts of it. Ocean City Tabernacle's administrator said he would help if he could, but I don't want him deciding what we take.
Yeah.
So Jacob, they are my 2 reports. That's what I've done with my assignments.
Thank you, Lynn.
Good job.
Appreciate it as always. Zach, I'm gonna pick on you for a minute.
Oh boy, here we go.
You can tell him no, Zach.
Yes, he's told me no many times before. Anyway, maybe you and I could sit down and pick out what would be best, because I do remember a certain section where he talked about his mother, his parents, and his siblings, and getting cut by teams, and them talking to him saying, your career is not over. There's just I don't know what the word is, a change. I'll call it a change for now, but there'll just be a change. And I feel that would be appropriate. Also, I don't feel we need to listen to both services because it's Barb and Kim and Naima and Lynn. No. One is a contemporary, one is a traditional. I think one service will do us just fine. So if one of you wants, Zach, if you and I want to sit down and do this one day, or
Yeah, we can sit down and do it, or even if we get the timestamps and I can send it over to my buddy JJ. JJ's good with that technology. I know how to edit. I just have to have somebody help me get. You said it's on YouTube, correct? The video.
Ocean City Tabernacles YouTube.
Okay, got you.
And it was from August Well, 18th, something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, the middle of August.
Then you have
Oh,
to
I see you
touch-
now, Naima.
touch
You
the-
see me?
no. I see it says Frida's phone, but it's not showing you.
Touch.
But
You see
yeah, Jacob, we
Barbara?
definitely could do that if you want to get together
Can you
on
hear
a
them?
Monday.
Yeah, let's do it.
Can you?
Yes, I can hear.
Good.
Monday.
Just listen then.
Okay.
Monday, name the time
All
and
right.
we'll do it. All
Thank
right.
you, Nay.
You're
Sounds
welcome.
good.
Moving on. Barb knows this. I talked to her about it this morning. Moderators have been finalized. This year's moderators are Stephanie Kleinman and Sam from the Field of Dreams. Barb, I didn't want to stumble on his last name like we've all done.
I can't, I don't,
Yeah, I
starts
can't
with
do
a B and it's got several million letters.
Right, several letters afterwards.
I don't know what it is either.
Yeah, they will be your moderators, and if
It's
Fort's some,
Bundonno.
Bonadonna.
Oh,
We just call him Sam.
Okay.
yeah, so they will be your moderators, and if for some reason something happens with Sam, the backup is going to be Zach. You can sit if something happens. He might be in that. Sam might be in
Okay.
Nashville partying for his birthday. Is what he told me yesterday.
Oh. We'll get through it.
So that is where we stand on that. Okay. Kathleen, would you like to bring up what you mentioned to me this morning about the whole? Well, this goes into the next topic, but you can mention what you mentioned to me this morning.
we were just talking today about the setup of the room, and I said that from my own personal opinion is that I'd like the tables to be set up so that we can also see the screen. The first year that worked out, and we were able to present using the slides and look at them and look back and forth to the audience, as opposed to last year when everything was behind us. So I said, if that, I'm not sure about the setup there at the church, but if that's difficult to do, we could always stand up when we present and turn toward the screen. But it was just my opinion, if we could have our tables angled in a way that we could see the screen.
Well, there is a screened, like, if you're speaking, it's in front of you. It's not a teleprompter, but it's that kind of thing. There is one. I don't know that was hooked up last year, but Reverend Dave will know all that.
Yeah.
And we'll
Barb,
talk to him about it.
Barb, and that's the reason why I had so much trouble last year, because he said he
Right.
forgot to hook the screen up. And as you've all done this before, you all notice I rely heavily on that screen,
Right.
and I couldn't see anything, and I was
Yeah, what it shows, of course, is everything that's projected on the big screen is what it shows, and it's in front of everybody. So we'll make sure that he has that up and running.
yeah, and that's
That
why,
will help a lot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that would definitely help.
yeah, that'll help.
Good.
Kathleen, remind me. I should have asked my mom before I came up to my room. But going backwards, what did you two decide on? I can't remember. Aging in place.
Yes.
Yes, aging in place.
Mhm.
And Zach, you wanted to talk about?
I believe that I was talking about I believe hospice care, right? And elderly care
You
with
were doing
my great grandmother.
Your great, yeah, thank you. Your great grandmother. I couldn't remember, but yes, your great grandmother. There are your speakers this year are myself, Sal the Voice Fountain, Eddie, my mom, Kathleen, Zach, and Belinda. That is 6 of you, if I counted correctly. Barb and I had a conversation about this morning. Barb, remind them again, what did we come to?
Say it
What
again,
did,
Jake.
what did we decide on? When I asked you about timing this morning,
Yes.
what
Yeah.
did we mention?
Well, if there are 6 speakers and, I mean, I don't know, Kathleen, maybe you're better at decide. We were talking around 4 minutes or so. I don't know if that's too much, I know it's too little. But I don't, the other thing is we want, there's going to be other pieces to the program, like the videos and whatnot. So that's, we were thinking around 4. I don't know, you know better than I do, of course.
I think what we had done in the past is we had other resources that we gave either as part of the presentation, videos or things that people could follow up with. And so
Right.
that gave additional information, which is nice, that doesn't have to be played or part of the program that day. And then also, we talked about having some type of a question and answer, not question and answer, but breakout groups. So people
Right.
can interact that way, which I think is a nice option. And additionally, hand out even some type of handout that gives resources to take home that really address the issues that we talk about in the forum. And I think everybody, last year, we decided everybody kind of likes to walk away with something that they can follow up with. So when you put all the pieces together, I think the 4 minutes of speaking is, is a fair amount based on everything else that's going to be included with it.
Right.
Right.
All right, so is everyone good on that? 4 minutes?
Yeah.
4 minutes?
That sounds good to me, Jacob.
All right.
I like that. That's
Yes.
fine by me.
Somebody, somebody might just have to worry about me, but
Well,
I'll
we'll
ha-
get the hook. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
I'm gonna bring the hook.
That's
the
right.
hook.
We'll give him a hook.
I'm gonna bring a megaphone when the 4 minutes is up.
oh, that'll.
How about an air horn?
Yeah.
We'll
there
get a
you go.
little squirt gun, Jacob, and you'll be like the cat. Like when the cat's bad, we'll just squirt you with the squirt gun a little bit. Be like, Jacob, stop.
What we've done at some meetings is we've got a traffic light. And when you get to 3.5 minutes, it goes to yellow. And when you get to 4, it's a red light.
It's a red light.
There you go.
You can shut off your microphones. We know how to do that.
They did. I remember they did that to us in the lunchroom in elementary school for the noise level. Oh God, that was funny. Okay. I talked to Rev about this. How to start? I think it would be nice if we, much like we did for Joe Brown in the beginning of last year, we remember those caregivers that have since passed on. Barb, Naima, my exact thought. Bev, people like Bev and other people that I've known that have passed on in the past year.
You want to mention those people, Jacob?
Yeah, I'll mention a few, and then if anyone at the table has any names, we can add to it.
What, just people that we know that have passed, or?
Well, people. It could start as people that you know, and then it could go into anyone that's passed. Starting with that, but then going into people we don't know.
Okay.
Kim, does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, I have my husband and my mom.
Right. Yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Oh, the ending. Zach, you might want to bring tissues again. You were with me when we did this, or when this was done about a month ago. I've contacted Barb. I did I send it to you or did I send it out to everybody? The video of Sal with the autistic kid?
I saw it.
You
Yeah,
saw
I
it?
saw it.
So I
think
did.
you
To everybody.
put it in a
Did we see
text to
that?
us.
It
I
was sent.
texted it, yeah. So
I think
I thought about this after watching this. I thought, what if there's a way we could get him down here? And I reached out to, I'm an administrator on Sal's fan page. I found the mother in the fan page online. I reached out to her. I said, would Bobby like to do My Way with Sal at the end of the forum? And he would love it. And I'm meeting with the mother and that day next week.
You keep fading out, Jacob.
Yeah,
I
oh,
can't
it's
hear
getting
you.
quieter. Yeah, all of a sudden.
Sorry. I'm meeting with Rev Dave and the mother. What's the matter, Wayne? You're shaking your head.
your connection's probably not real good or something, because you're fading in and
Getting
out.
quiet. Yeah, quieter all of a
Yeah.
sudden.
Now we can't hear you at all.
Test,
If he's
test,
ta- I don't think he was talking.
test. Can you all hear me?
Yes,
ahead.
that's better.
We can hear you, Jacob.
All right, so I'll start over. So, into the video, I reached out to the mother. I asked her. There we go. I can see my mouth moving now. I reached out to the mother. I asked if he would like to do this. Yes, it would be a wonderful honor. So we're gonna do it. Rev Dave and I are meeting with the mother next week, and we'll give her all the ins and outs, and they're gonna do something together at the end. So that is how the ending will go. Going back to last meeting, I know we had this going back and forth between a Q&A and an information session type of idea with tables. I'm going more towards the Q&A with the amount of people that we have. And Don Guardian has agreed once again.
Good.
Tell a story, or I don't know what he's going to do about caregiving, but I asked Brett if he would do it, and he said he would be honored. So
at the end of the meeting, you're going to take questions as a whole, or are you going to,
and we'll introduce Don, and then after Don is done giving what he's going to tell the audience, I will then Q&A will be the last one. Sal will probably be the end. So Q&A will be the next to last item before the meeting is complete.
okay, because there may be, I don't know, my feeling is that if you say to people, if you have further questions, the panel will remain up here if there's anyone you would like to speak to. I think that doing the Q&A at the end, you may lose some people. That's just my opinion.
So okay, Kim. So I'm gonna add this is for all of you. Feel free to chime in. Where would you do a Q&A?
Well, Jacob, you could do both. You can say, does anyone have a question they want to ask in general or to any panel member?
Mhm.
Or if you want to quietly ask a question, the panel will stay later. You know, there's some people that may have a question that they don't want everyone else.
Mhm. That's
Mhm.
true.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
Open it up if there's any questions. But if no one raises their hands, then you've already said the panel will stay here. We won't leave to go get something to eat.
Mhm.
You
Right.
know, you can come up and talk to the
Talk
panel.
to us, right?
All right, I like that idea.
Yeah.
Then that's a fine idea. That's good.
And Jacob, I may have missed it because I'm old and I don't follow. But you had me ask Priscilla if she would play.
this is for that. For
Where does she come? In the program?
at the end, Lynn, it'll be at the end.
At the end, how?
When Sal's doing his thing. When
It'll all-
Sal's singing.
Thank you, Barb. I was trying to get there, but it wasn't. The thoughts were coming out. It was right up here, but the mouth wasn't. Thank you.
That's a sign of old age.
All right. How to start, how to end. Okay.
You don't think it would be nice, excuse me 1 second, Jacob, I'm sorry. Would it be nice for Priscilla to maybe be playing maybe a few minutes at the beginning? Just music as people are coming in, since she's going to be to the whole meeting.
Name a good idea. I wasn't thinking.
Maybe just a little bit. It would be nice when people are coming, just have
Yeah.
some background music as they're.
Yeah, good idea.
I agree too. That sounds like a nice idea.
You just can't be throwing her music books.
Throwing her music on the floor.
Yeah. You like
Yeah,
that, Jacob?
Good idea, Name. I wasn't even thinking.
Mhm.
Of that. All right. That's a very good. Nema, can or one of you name either Nema, Frida, Lynn? Can one of you
Talk to Priscilla.
somehow
Yeah.
so she knows? Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
But she's aware that she was asked to play it all. She's already aware. Okay, Lynn, thank you.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay. Forum Promotion Sunday is June 1st. I will be at both services talking, promoting the forum, and I will be here on Sunday the 8th for Youth Sunday doing more of the same. Here is how the schedule is going to go. The 25th, I'm the lay reader. I'll make my own announcement. It'll be in the bulletin. Sunday, June 1st, 9 o'clock. I forget. Rev was going to ask, but we are going to ask one of our former panel members, Dave Damiani, if he would record a 30-second type of thing, because the Great Hall has the capability to put videos and such on there. I will be around to take questions from that such congregation. 11 o'clock. I had put thought to this. I had asked Rev about it. I said, if I'm to get someone, do we want the same person for double services? He goes, no, never put that on one person to do a double. So we talked it out. I contacted Sal's agent and said, could he please come down Sunday morning, the 1st at 11. We all think Barb, Nema, Frida, and that he would be, he did such a good job with the 9 o'clock last year that the 11 o'clock crowd would, I'm going to use Rev's words with, he said he thinks well with the 11 o'clock people.
Would you say that again, Jacob? I didn't hear what you said.
Sure.
Please.
What do you need? The 9 o'clock part, the 11 o'clock, or the whole thing?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. Sal's coming down from New York. I asked the agent's permission if this could happen. Yes, he wants to do it. So he will be coming down to help us promote the forum. The week after, Lynn, quick question before I move on. The next Sunday is the 8th is Youth Sunday, correct?
That's a good question. He wants to know when Youth Sunday is.
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna look on the calendar.
You're muted, Lynn. We can't hear you.
I got it.
Oh,
Choir Sunday, the senior choir is June 1st. Youth Sunday is the following Sunday, June 8th.
June 8th.
And then the Mother's Day service, where the women are singing for the men, is June 15th.
Oh,
We'll know.
okay. And
Jacob, you know, we have social time hosts. So I'm wondering if I could gather the Hackett clan to be the social time hosts on the 1st, which would allow you to be out in the, the host area with everybody. And, you get your van to come later than usual. That would be great.
yeah, I'll do, that's not a problem, and just, I'll put a note in the calendar and send me
Well, I'll see your mom and dad, and maybe Melissa, who will be there helping you. Will she on the 1st?
yeah, I'm sure.
She can help with the hosting as well.
Yeah, that's fine. We're up.
And I can go early and set everything up. I can go on Saturday and set it up.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you. Yeah, that sounds good. June 1st.
And then it will be an announcement that if you have any questions, you'll be out there hosting social time and they'll talk to you.
That
All right.
sounds good. That sounds good, Lynn.
Sounds good, Lynn. Thank you. Zach, I remember we discussed this once before. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Did you still want to come with me on the 8th and do some last minute tidy, set up, making sure I'm good to go before the would you still be available to do that?
Yes, that's June 8th.
Yes. Barb, I'll ask you because Lynn's muted. That's because it's your Sunday. Is that one service or two?
Say it again, Jacob.
Because it's the 8th is Youth Sunday.
Mhm.
Is he doing one service that
No,
day
it's
or
2 services
It's
as far as I
two.
know.
Yeah.
It'll be 2 services.
two? So you can meet me on the 8th at 11 then, please.
It's,
Uh,
what did you just say, Jacob? I couldn't understand that last thing you just said.
all right.
On the 8th, what now?
I was just checking to see whether it was one service or two. It's 2. So that's all, Frida.
Okay.
I was making sure I had my information right. Barb, can you make the announcement, or it's about the advertisement?
Oh, well, we need to start advertising this. I don't know if anything's gone out. I don't know.
Zach, I'm gonna go back to you one more time and then.
Yes.
Did you get the flyer that I sent you?
I did. I'm going to work on that tonight. That's
Thank you. And then when it's done, and then I'll pass it, send it out to the group, and then we can start putting it on. Can I cover it? I didn't do this. It's not a big deal, but order of the night. Do we mind who goes first? I skipped over it. It's the last bullet.
However you want to arrange them, I think it's up to you, really.
Hmm?
I don't
Right.
think it's important for us to,
All right.
I
So
mean, if you know their exact topics, maybe some of them will go together or something, but
Mhm.
I would leave that up to you, Jacob.
all right. all the anybody wants a specific spot, and we'll worry about it. Guys, I believe that covers everything. Anyone have any last minute thoughts, questions? If anything comes to mind, give me a holler. Lynn, everything all right?
He's muted.
Is he? Mm.
Lynn, is everything okay? Thumbs up?
We're good,
Thumbs up.
guys?
We're having a
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
And I'm betting that's what Jacob's, the static and hearing him is,
Mm.
right? It's here now, so I'm thinking that's the static in the air.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, thank you. Guys, anything else before we call it a night?
No, thank you. And I think when you
Oh.
decide the order, just put it on the agenda. That way everybody knows when they're speaking.
Good point, Kim. Good.
All right, yep.
And Jacob, I apologize for arriving late. I was at another meeting and I got here late. But I got a good taste of what's going on.
Good.
Hurry's name it caught me up. We're all good.
Okay.
Thank
Good.
you.
Welcome. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Jacob.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Good night.
everyone.
Good
Good
night.
night, John Boy.
Good night, Mary Ellen. Jim Bob.
Jim Bob. I couldn't think of